Host and managing editor of Roland Martin Unfiltered. Good morning to both of you. Thank you for being with us. Nicole, we had planned to have you on the show today to talk about another matter, but this becomes a very important one because you have become, to some degree, a historian of our time as it relates to black people in America. And John Lewis forms an important part of that history. This is a man who at a very young age decided that he had a passion to channel, passion of youth and young people who were frustrated with the lives of African Americans, and he did that until yesterday.
Yeah, this is a particularly hard one for us all, Ali. I'm pretty emotional this morning. There's not a single there was not a single living American, I think, more responsible for the rights that I have and the rights that so many Americans have today than John Lewis. And he had one prerequisite for equality, and that was that you were a human being. He was on the right side of every struggle for equality, whether it be for black rights, whether it be for gay rights, women's rights. This was a man who actually believed in the ideals of our founding creed and who fought and put his life on the line literally again and again to make this country a democracy, or as close to it as we have become.
Roland, it's interesting because he has fought for those ideals and saw some degree of success, saw the passage of the civil rights bill. He saw himself elected to Congress, spent 17 terms in Congress. But in the end, he is witnessing a movement that looks very much like the movement that he was involved in the 60s.
Oh, that's precisely why I chose to put on this hoodie. Shout out to Cliff and Latasha with Black Voters Matter, because he understood what they were doing. And the fact that black folks today are fighting the exact same battle that he and others were engaged in, and a significant part of that still deals with voting. I know in the midst of all of this, folks don't necessarily want to be so talked about politics. But when I looked at last night, the statement of Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, which I thought was a worthless piece of paper, because here's the piece. I don't want to hear any Republican today laud Congressman John Lewis when sitting on his desk is a bill to fix the Voting Rights Act after the Supreme Court Shelby v. Holder decision, which John Lewis fought for. John Lewis died with that bill sitting on McConnell's desk. And so all of these wonderful words about him, for me, mean nothing when they were unwilling when he was alive to do